Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we are unpacking a concept that literally affects absolutely everyone in the professional world. We're talking about professional reputation management. Whether you're a high-level executive, a freelancer hustling for gigs, or scaling a growing business, your digital identity is out there right now. So today we're going to look at exactly how you can take the reins, control your narrative, and turn that digital footprint into your most powerful asset. Okay, let's dive right in. Picture this. At this very second, someone out there is probably typing your name into Google. Could be a potential employer, a new client, maybe an investor. The reality is, your online reputation is actively doing the talking for you. It's shaping how all of these people perceive you. So the question you really need to ask yourself is, what exactly are they seeing? And more importantly, is it actually what you want them to see? So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with your digital first impression. Then we'll define what reputation management actually is. After that, we'll cover the signs you need expert help, take a look inside the reputation strategy, and finish up with why waiting costs you. Let's get to it. All right, Section 1, your digital first impression, the search before the handshake. In our hyper-connected world, that classic first impression is pretty much entirely digital now. People are making up their minds about you long before you ever step into a room, jump on a Zoom call, or even shake their hand. And they're doing this simply by searching your name online. Now, if your online presence is outdated or kind of spotty or flat out negative, that digital footprint is speaking for you before you ever get to say a word. It's honestly an incredibly vulnerable position to be in if you aren't managing it.
Moving to Section 2. What is reputation management? Beyond crisis control.
It's so easy to think of reputation management as this frantic one-time fix, just scrambling when something goes wrong. But actually, scratch that. It's really the ongoing process of monitoring, protecting, improving, and maintaining your online image. It brings together search result analysis, personal branding, content strategy, and privacy protection into one package. The real goal here isn't just sweeping bad news under the rug. It's about building long-term trust and making sure your digital presence reflects what you actually bring to the table. There's just a stark contrast between a reactive approach and a proactive one. On one side, you have that reactive mindset, where you're just putting out fires during a reputation crisis. It's stressful, it's exhausting, and it does a lot of damage. But on the other side, you've got the proactive approach. This is where you intentionally build a resilient foundation of long-term trust before anything even has the chance to go wrong. The experts know for sure that a strong, proactive digital presence acts like an invisible shield against future issues.
Let's move to Section 3, signs you need expert help, career, business, and crisis risks.
We usually only think about reputation management when things go south, right? But honestly, we need to look at growth triggers too. Think about applying for big jobs, building up a personal brand, scaling your business, or suddenly getting media attention. These are huge, amazing milestones. But imagine landing this massive media feature, only for journalists or investors to dig up some messy amateur website of yours from college. As your profile rises, your exposure skyrockets, which means managing your reputation becomes absolutely crucial so that people find your current wins, not your old baggage. But of course, beyond the good stuff, there are active, serious risks. If someone searches your name and hits negative articles, bad reviews, or yikes, your personal home address right there on page 1 of Google, your professional opportunities are already taking a hit. Online reviews alone massively influence how people do business with you. Plus, if your personal data is just sitting out there for anyone to grab, you are facing serious privacy vulnerabilities. So the crucial point is, if you're seeing any of these signs, bringing in an expert isn't just a luxury anymore, it's a necessity. All right, Section 4, inside the reputation strategy, how the experts build a resilient footprint. A real comprehensive strategy is incredibly methodical. It's like a giant puzzle. Step 1 is running thorough reputation audits and setting up continuous search result monitoring. You literally have to know what's out there. Then Step 2 is personal branding and content development. This means crafting professional bios, building personal websites, and publishing thought leadership pieces to push all the good stuff up in the search rankings. Step 3 is actively managing reviews and media to encourage authentic, positive feedback. And finally, Step 4 focuses on privacy protection, locking down risks and reducing your public exposure. The whole shebang creates a complete ecosystem of digital identity management. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how those tactics solve your specific digital pain points. Got harmful search results? A good strategy reduces their impact and boosts the visibility of your positive content. Dealing with negative reviews? They get met with strategic responses, while you build up authentic praise. Rocking an outdated presence? Boom, you get an enhanced personal brand with sharp professional biographies. Privacy vulnerabilities? Your personal data gets locked down and protected. It is a direct, tactical fix for basically every digital obstacle you might run into.
So, who actually needs this? You might be thinking, oh, this is just for Fortune 500 CEOs, right? No way. Look at the reality. Entrepreneurs, executives, healthcare pros, lawyers, freelancers, and even everyday job seekers all live or die by public perception. Essentially, no matter what your specific job title is, your online reputation is one of your absolute most valuable long-term assets. If your success relies even a little bit on trust and credibility, you've got to be actively managing this. Which brings us to our final section, number 5, why waiting costs you. The proactive advantage.
So many of us make the massive mistake of just sitting back and waiting until a reputation issue blows up before doing anything. But look, maintaining trust is so much easier and protects your future seamlessly. Rebuilding trust, that takes far more time, a ton of energy, and way more resources because you're now stuck dealing with highly visible, damaging issues that everyone can already see. Being proactive just nixes those future risks entirely. It really all boils down to this one simple truth. The absolute best time to manage your reputation is before a crisis occurs. Before. It really is that simple. Proactive monitoring lets you spot those potential issues early on, giving you the power to build a strong, totally resilient digital presence that can withstand whatever the internet decides to throw at you. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with something to really chew on. Think about your own digital footprint for a second. If employers or clients or partners are searching for you right now, and trust me, they are you protecting tomorrow's opportunities today? Are you really in control of your digital identity? Or are you just letting some random, outdated Google search define who you are to the world? Because the truth is, the earlier you start protecting your digital identity, the easier it is to build lasting, bulletproof trust and credibility. It's time to take control of your narrative. To take your first step toward building a resilient, powerful online presence, you can learn all about professional reputation management services by heading over to www.clearmyname.org. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.